Psalm 1. And it says, we're going to start the first verse. Blessed is the man, or happy is the man, or strengthened is the man, or encouraged is the man, who walks not in the counsel of the ungodly. So when we're striving to be connected, when we're striving to make that fellowship with God, there's some things we can't do. We're going to have to pull ourselves away from certain people. That's what it's saying here to me. That's what I'm getting out of it. He says, blessed is the man, strengthened is the man, encouraged is the man, who walks not in the counsel of the ungodly. Nobody but God and your pastor, ministers, and whoever need to be speaking in your life. Pastor tells us that he tells us that all the time. Why you letting so-and-so speak in your life? They ain't got no power. Why are you trusting in them? When you need to be trusting in God. This is me saying this, ain't pastor. Don't think I'm saying pastor saying. This is me speaking. We need to trust in God. That's the counsel that we need to be with. So basically, he's telling us right here, we have to separate ourselves from certain people and from certain things that people are whispering in our ear. We got to separate ourselves. Then it goes on to say that nor stands in the path of a sinner. Again, we're in the midst of them all day long. Everywhere you go, school, job, we're in the midst of the sinner. So what I'm perceiving out of this, in line with what we're talking about today, is I can't be around certain people. Because certain things may rub off. Or certain ideas or certain thoughts may rub off. So what he's telling me right here, if you want a fellowship with me, you got to pull yourself away. Come out the midst of the sinners. You know, and that's one thing to be, let me fix that. It's one thing to be witnessing and going in the midst of the people. That's a totally different thing. Pastor talks about Pastor says sometimes, who's getting who? Are you going to get them or are you allowing them to pull you in? So that's what I'm saying right now. Don't allow them to pull you in. Go in the midst. Do what we have to do as Christians, as believers, but don't get sucked in. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, nor sits in the seat of the scornful. Why are you going to sit in the midst of people that don't like you? Why are you going to sit in the midst of people that's constantly insulting you? Why are you going to sit in the midst of people that don't care nothing about your faith, nothing about your religion, but you're going to sit in the midst of them? That's what they mean by the scornful. People that's devaluing who you are. People that's devaluing what you represent. Why are you going to sit in the midst of that? No. He's telling us right there, hey, another thing that you got to do is not sit in the seat of the scornful. Don't let people devalue you. Pastor said, I ain't going to never let nobody, what she said, I'm never going to let nobody
put home discount.
Clearance or whatever? On clearance. I ain't going to let nobody put me on clearance. If you're trying to put me on clearance, evidently I must not be worth nothing. That value is gone. That's why it's on clearance. There's no more value in it. But it goes on to say that, but his delight is in the law of the Lord. So when we begin to remove ourselves from these different places, these different environments, and begin to focus and let our delight, let our being be about the Word of God, that's when things start to happen. That's when the transition begins. That's when the transition begins, because, but his delight is in the law of the Lord. And in his law, he meditates day and night. You got to put in work. It says that you meditate day and night. So in order to, we're still online, we're trying to get the power of God so the love of God can flow through us.